Character. What's your character? From the definition of character is what you're doing when no one's watching. And based on this definition, my character isn't all that great, but not as bad as some high school boys. But enough about that. This presentation is about me. And I'm made of childhood stories, my heroes, my hopes and dreams, and my childhood wants. Wait, hold on. That's not funny enough. I'm falling from trees, uncoordinated flying diaper people, 100 diabetes causing cupcakes, and a wannabe comedian. Ever since I was little, I've loved being in the outdoors. My favorite subject in elementary school was recess. Math? Reading and writing? What's that? I'd much rather dig a hole to China than play dress-up. But one day, my love for the outdoors got the best of me. I was at my favorite park in the entire world. It was also the only park I'd ever been to. But in the middle of this Garden of Eden was this humongous tree at least the size of the Empire State Building. But when you're a kid, everything's huge. Well, let me mention, I decided it'd be a good idea to try to climb this tree. But let me mention that this tree had no branches near the base, and let me also mention that if it was me against the tree won. I ended up skinning my knee pretty bad. Good thing being an arborist was not in my career. Remember career day when we all wanted to be astronauts and doctors? Well, no one told us that we had to go to college for at least 8 years. No way, Jose. Now that I've finally matured a little bit, I finally narrowed down my choices to probably about 3 things. Being an author, a violinist, or SNL comedian. The first writing contest that I ever submitted to was the Ann Arbor District Library It's All Right contest. I ended up getting 2nd place, but I think I would have taken home the gold if not for me leaving my story at school and then having to write it the same day it was due. Whoops. And now for being the comedian. Being funny comes naturally to me. Some of you might beg to differ, but I think sometimes when I watch SNL, I'll think, hey, I've made that joke before. And now for the violinist part. All I know is that my feelings about performing are lucid. It's thrilling, exhilarating, and any other word for when your heart beats 10 times fast. That feeling of you're about to score a goal, even if your butt's broken. And that feeling of about to take the lead, about to win the race, about carrying your team, being a hero. Now, hero. What do you think of when you hear hero? Do you think you're strong, hospitable, alpha dog? Well, maybe in the Marvel or DC comics, but in today's society, I think it's more like uncoordinated flying diaper people. Let me explain. These people, like maybe our parents, a family friend, or just someone we meet on the side of the road. They're weird and they're kooky, but we love them simply because they love us. I once read in a book that every 7-year-old deserves a hero. I don't think I knew it at 7, but I now know 100% that my one and only hero is my dad. He's been through so much, and he went to Yale and Michigan, and he is now successfully raising me on his own. Did I mention that he's blind? You still think that your dad's number 1? Yeah, okay. And now for my childhood wants. When I was in kindergarten, I said I wanted 100 cupcakes for celebrating the 100th day of school, of course. And then the following year, 100 peace signs. But now that I finally realized how the world works, I want $100. Sorry, did I say 100? I meant 100 million. But all jokes aside, what I really want is 100 wishes. I want for that genie from Aladdin to come out of my unicorn frappuccino cup from Starbucks and give me 100 wishes. Yes. One of them being for $100 million, but another one being for peace. Peace between races, peace between genders, world peace, forgotten friends, and anything and everything. And no, I'm not conscious of everything that's happening in the world right now. What's happening in the world right now? But believe me, the other 98 wishes all circulate around me. With help from my childhood stories, my heroes, my childhood wants, and my hopes and dreams, I've learned in these last 14 years that crying from laughing is much better than crying from sorrow. These next 4 years are what really is going to shape our character. And what's amazing about character is that it allows us to do different things and for us to be amazing at different things than other people. Maybe good at math, soccer, swimming, rowing, it all depends on our character. So let me wrap this up with a little bit of my character. A joke and my hard-working ethic. Always give 100%, unless you're given blood.